wasn't supposed to happen. It's another one of these weird things that go wrong when I turn the live on. Hello all, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, and I'm shouting at you. She's shouting. Welcome everyone. Welcome. I'm just going to wait for everyone to get on. I might be like a tad early. Oh no, it's exactly 4 o'clock. Cheers everyone. All right. We are waiting for some people to get on. Usually they get on nice and slowly, and today's no different. Today's Wednesday, isn't it? What's my name? Ask me a harder question. I hope everyone is well. Lots to discuss today. Probably too much that I thought I was going to hold this over till Saturday, but no, I'm going to talk about everything today. Now, we're slowly getting on. People are slowly... I've got one person on. There's one people. Just one people. All right, so everyone, when you do get on, pop your live or all chat so that you can see your live or all chat, and not just your top chat. You need to see all chat. So there you go. All right, so moving right along, we're going to start talking about, hello, beautiful Mary J. Hi, lovely to have you here. The two Marys are in the house. Mary, hi, Mary. Lovely to see you here, Mary. So the two Marys are in the house. We've got 2 of us in now. Everybody else must be sleeping. Yvonne's in the house. Yvonne's in. Hi, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. I hope I'm not too loud in your houses there. Beautiful Carmen is in the house. We've got lovely Carmen in. It's a slow process today. Everyone's getting on really slowly. But that's okay. We're not in a hurry. It's a normal live. There's no major rush unless, of course, you know, we lose power or something. It is hot out there, and we've got air conditioners running all over the place. I've got a little air conditioner. It's a tiny little air conditioner. It does its job. Sitting right opposite me, guys. Please let me know if this is too noisy for you. I think it's okay at this stage. Lovely to see you also. Have not seen you for a while, but it's good to see you, Mary. We're slowly getting everyone in, slowly. We're going to talk real quickly about what's happening on the channel. Why have I not uploaded Monday or Tuesday? Or even this morning, which I was going to upload, but it's taking so long, you know, as far as my finger's concerned as well, it's taking so long to get everything out. Let's just say that there is a tutorial ready to go. If I can get it all checked and ready by the end of the night, which I'm not sure I will, it won't go up until Friday, but I will show you. The other thing that will go up tomorrow, as you all know, because tomorrow's Thursday, the 6th of March, which means we get our 3rd step to our 12-step transition blanket. That is ready to go tomorrow. So that's not a problem, yeah? But the other item that's not ready to go yet, I'm waiting for the lovely Kiki to get on. It was Kiki's colour combination about a week and a half ago from our live antics. So there you go. I'm staying up late tonight. I've missed you. Oh, Carmen, we've missed you too, darling. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful Raylene is in the house. Hi, Raylene. Lovely to have you here, hun. Skippy's in the house as well. So lovely to have you here. Very busy live, this one. I need to talk about everything that should have gone up that hasn't, that is. And the worst part is it's going to go up all at once. You're going to get it all at once. You're going to think, what is she doing to us? But I've spent the last 2 weeks on and off, because of my finger, obviously, recording slowly. That now everything's there. And I spent the last 2 days editing and nothing's done. But it's all there, all recorded with the sore finger and all. It's all recorded. It just needs editing. And funnily enough, each video that I recorded, oddly enough, is really big. So I'm trying to chop them down a little bit. I'll wait. If Kiki gets on, I'll show you Kiki's project, but that is actually complete. I took a few photos this morning. That's ready to go up, but the editing is just, there's way too much, and I'm trying to chop. I may even end up dividing it into 2 parts if I can't chop. So one part definitely going up Friday, but I'm tossing up now whether to put one part up tonight. Ooh, and then part 2 up on Monday, because I want part 1, it's very confusing, of the St. Paddy's Day project to go up Friday so that you guys can spend the weekend. Don't you love it? She's planning it out for you guys. playing with part 1 of the St. Paddy's Day project because you need to make a few for it to work. And it's not a blanket. So that's like, it seems like a lot. So I'm going to narrow that all down now. That was just an introduction. I'm waiting for the lovely Kiki to get on. If she doesn't get on, well, we'll show the her colour combination project, which is complete. We'll show that in a moment. But for now, I'm missing the chat here. Crochet with Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful. Ashley's in the house. I may not stay long. Depends on the weather right now. Yes, I understand, Ash. We have been keeping an eye on the news, and Queensland is going having a lot of weather issues, and it's all played by ear, isn't it, Ash? So keep safe, stay indoors, lock everything down, tie everything up, whatever you need to do. But there you go. I know we've been watching the news too, so yeah, stay safe. Ashley and whoever is one of our subscribers, or a couple of our subscribers, there's quite a few of them actually from Queensland. So stay indoors, lock everything down, tape up windows, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, yeah? Stay safe, do what you got to do. Make sure your pets are indoors with you, looked after, and, you know, keep them indoors. Even if they're naughty. Especially if they're naughty. You keep them indoors, those naughty doggies and cats. And lizards and snakes and whatever other pets you have out there in Queensland. I don't know what you have there as pets. I'm assuming dogs and cats. But you know what? I had a spider as a pet. It was not my pet. It was my son's. Hi, Laurie. Lovely to have you here, darling. Lovely to have you in the house. We are talking about the projects that should have been uploaded Monday or Tuesday of this week, that should have gone up Friday as well of last week, which still haven't gone up, but they're coming. My daughter has a red-eared slider turtle. Oh, turtles. I love turtles. I really do. They're so cute. They're as slow as me. They're actually faster than me, I think. Well, they're faster than me this week. Even the snails are faster than me this week. So as you know, I've had an injury to my finger. It's literally better. Like, there's no pain. It just doesn't look pretty. So we're going to keep it covered for a little while. So it's so better that I have recorded everything for the St. Patrick's Day project, and I have 3 parts to it at the moment. I'm trying to cut it down to 2 parts. I've recorded the last Live Antics project, which was Kiki's project. I have a really big part to that, but I'm trying to cut that down to 1, but I might have to bring it out to 2. We don't know. I've recorded the blanket part 3, step 3, which is definitely done and ready for tomorrow, and that is ready to go up tomorrow. So that's probably the only project that's ready to go up. Don't you love it? It's the only one that's ready to go up. And I was going to actually pop that one up yesterday and then do the rest for the rest of the week. But, you know, we have dates for our annual projects. I'm going to stick to the dates this year. Last year, we were all over the place. This year, we are on track with the annual project. They're coming exactly the right dates. And let me talk to you about how I'm working that annual project, and I think it's a really good thing. And what I do is every time I'm recording for the channel for something else, I'll record 1 row of the annual project, and that's what I do. And then I put it aside in a file, leave it there, don't touch it, nobody knows about it until we're ready to edit. So if I've made any mistakes in that, I won't know until closer to the date. So hopefully I don't make mistakes, but you know, I do sometimes. It's always the way, you know, we make mistakes. Not me, I'm perfect in every way. Beautiful Fluffy, oh, I hope you are staying safe where you are, hun. I hope you are staying very safe. Yes, you can't wait. Definitely ready to go up tomorrow, Ash. Step 3, part 3, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it step 3 because it is a 12-step transition blanket. Yes, the turtle's name was Mr. Turtle, but then my daughter discovered it was a girl. So she changed the name to Pascal or Pascal, depends on what country you're from, after 8 years of having the turtle. But they live a long time, don't they, Laurie? I'm pretty sure they live a long time. Maybe I'm wrong. Everyone's saying hello. Water time! She's shouting in the camera now, guys. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't wake anyone up. She is. Sorry. Did I wake your family up? Sorry. Cheers. All right. Hello, Middle. Beautiful Middle is in the house. All right. You're funny. I'm Adelaide. Oh, are you? I'm sorry, Fluffs. But thank you always putting me in Queensland. I don't know why I do that, Fluffs. Why do I think you're a Queenslander? Maybe you sound like one. Maybe you write like one. How do they write? And Laura says, yes, I think the turtle is about 15 years old already. Okay, that's good, Loss. All right. Sorry, you're late. Oh, hi, Catherine. That's all right, honey. That's all right. We've got time. So long as power doesn't go off. You know, it's summer here. It's not. It's actually autumn or fall in some countries here in Melbourne, Australia. But we have summer's weather for a little while. And again, like I think it was you, Fluffs, who said it last week, or someone said it last week. Don't kid yourself. It's going to be hot for a little while longer. Oh, was it you, Fluffs? I think you said it last week. But yes, it's still quite warm here in Melbourne, and we have had hot weather 2 days in a row. I haven't seen it because I've been indoors working. I've been indoors. I haven't been able to go out. I haven't had time. I tell a lie. I went grocery shopping. She's lying again. Yeah, me. It's 38 degrees there today. We usually get Adelaide's weather. Oh, don't send it our way. I don't want it. I don't want that heat. That's too hot. That's degrees Celsius for those of you overseas, which is pretty hot. Sorry to say I have to postpone my lives temporarily, so you only get me here for a bit. Oh, Middle, that's okay, honey. We still love you. Doesn't matter. It's cooling down here only because of the cyclone. I know. When's it going to hit, Ash? Do you know a rough time, like today, tomorrow, in a couple of days? Do you know when it's going to hit? Yes. Yeah, that's sad. But, it's okay, Middle. You can still hang out here and be silly with us. We don't mind. Hence the word, we don't mind. Everyone's saying hello. That's nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So what was I going to talk about? That. I've already talked about it. See ya. Good night. No, what we're going to do now is pretty much talk about the St. Patrick's Day project. All right. I wasn't going to say anything. I don't think I will say much, but I'll show you a little bit of it. And I have done a little bit of a glimpse, and I'll show you a little bit. It's not the usual bright green that I always create on St. Patrick's Day. And it's not like I don't have it. And there's plenty here around somewhere. Where is it? Whoops. I tell a light right up there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? Let's move it over. Right there. It's not the usual bright green that I use. Okay. This time I'm using a darker green, an orange, a black, and a yellow. I'm just looking at the project as we speak. So there you go. Okay. Who's Manuela? Is there a Manuela in the house? Hello, Manuela. Nice to see you here. Is there a Manuela? Did I miss someone? I did not see a Manuela. Okay. It got slightly cold here the last couple of days. Okay. Fluff, yeah, I'm okay. I've done what I can, what I could get. Yes, a lot of people have done the same. Yes. Lady Crochet. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I just subscribed to you. Well, lovely to have you here. Lady Crochet. I love your name. Beautiful name you have there. Manuela. I love that name, Manuela, by the way. It's a very nice name. So welcome. Oh, we've got another one. Chatty Nanny Crochets. Lovely to have any newbies or any regulars. Well, or any oldies, but we won't talk about them. Even though I'm only 29. She does it, guys. To the newbies, she does it all the time. She says she's 25. 29, not 25. I could be 25, though. Well, that's a terrible age. 29, I say that all the time. And I've been 29 for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. How low am I going to go? Well, lovely to have to the newbies, the regulars, and everybody. Oh, you're an oldie too. That's all right. We don't mind. I'm 29 and I spend all of my time in the corner. To our new crochets, if you're wondering what the corner is, let me explain the corner really, okay? The real corner that you see here, you don't see it because my chair's in the way. Behind me is all of the hand-dyed, the fancy yarn, the good stuff, if you will. Everywhere else is just kind of like okay. You know, it's okay. I love it. It's okay, right? But behind me is the good stuff that we're talking like, $30 a skein of 100 grams or even 50 grams. That's what I mean by the good stuff, right? So to get in our corner, we like to call it the naughty corner. It's not exactly a naughty corner. It's more of an honor to get into that corner. So if you're cheeky, or if you talk about the K word, achu, knitting, achu, if you talk about that, you get thrown in that corner. If you say a funny joke, you get thrown in that corner. If you give us wonderful ideas, you get thrown in that corner. It's the naughty corner. But in actual fact, it's filled with all the good stuff, all the most expensive yarn that I don't usually touch. So, and I have been touching it lately, so I'm starting to work with it, and it's like when you work with yarn that's real fancy, you feel it in your hands. It's like, oh, it's so nice. It's so cozy and nice. So it's so cozy and nice. And yeah, and you feel it in your hands, and once you complete a project like that, which was our fingerless gloves here on the channel that we created last year. Might have been October or something of last year, the fingerless gloves with the actual digits. Those ones there were created using hand-dyed yarn direct from the farmer himself. I purchased it from the farmer whom I see every year at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in July. So I pop it there, and I created the fingerless gloves using that yarn. So there you go, just a bit of trivia there. And I've lost all the chat. And that was just a bit of a quick to let you know what's happening. How many years, Mary? Oh, years and years and years. Is the hand going too far? And years, way over their years. Flop, so many years. Old. You are beautiful, Manuela. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? Oh, no, we love her. We love her already. She's just lovable. If she's on our channel, she's lovable. Don't you love it? Cheeky people like Yvonne and Middle belong in the corner. Drink up, Mary. I'm going to drink up, Fluffs. Cheers. All right, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Lovely to have you here. Okay, everyone's saying hello. More like Fluffy being cheeky, not me. Fluffs in the corner, hun. And Lady Crochet is from the Netherlands. I'm so pleased. I don't think we have anyone from the Netherlands on our live. So very nice to have you here. Very, very nice. We have a lot of people everywhere come on from all over the world, but I don't remember anyone from the Netherlands. So welcome to Melbourne, Australia. Kind of, if you think about it. Like, if you think about it, just behind that camera, you're in Melbourne, Australia. And you didn't have to fly anywhere. Don't you love it? She's so naughty. Mary, get in the corner. All right. So I also have a channel, Lady Crochet. I'm going to write your details down and I'm going to check you out, honey. Lady Crochet. Is it called Lady Crochet? Is that what it's called, hun? Just let me know. Manuela, Lady Crochet, Manuela. Please let me know if that's what it's called. Yes. It always backfires, Middle. Middle and Fluffs. Both of you get in the corner. Hola. There's Carla from, I'm guessing, Spain. She doesn't really speak English, but she talks to us all the time. She gets on here and she speaks to us in Spanish. I love it. It's every live too. She's beautiful, our Carla. Yes, it is Lady Crochet Manuela. Beautiful. I've written that. The checkout channel I've written. And notice how I change it to green. Everyone knows that when I change my pen to green, that it's all about the subscriber. Yeah? Check out channel. And what I do, and I like to do this often, when a new subscriber gets on, if they have a channel, please let me know, because I do what we call shout outs on our video vlogs. And a new video vlog is coming up next week. I was going to upload it this week, changed my mind. I want to get out all these projects that I need to get out this week. So I'm going to do a video vlog probably around Tuesday of next week, maybe even Thursday, Friday, don't know. It'll be one day next week. So keep in mind, if I see a channel that I like and if there's a few videos on there already, I will do a shout out and talk about them. If you've only got 1 or 2 videos, you kind of need to have a little bit more before I can say anything, because I don't know what to say. She's got 2 videos. Check her out. So please let me know if you ever want a shout out on your channel. I'll pop your details down and do that in our video vlogs, which I can't wait for the next one. I'm this close to giving you some information about something. So, Catherine, yes, Mary. Yes, Catherine. You're saying yes to Rose Garland. Rose Garland. You're saying yes to a shout out. Is that right? Yes, I'm assuming. Is that right, hun? Is that what you're saying to me? Catherine, hun, sweetheart, angel, all those sweet words. I can't be bothered thinking about right now. Don't you love it? I don't like being there in the corner. I'm the lefty. I know, right, hun? Middle's always my lefty. For anyone who knows that, she's like sits there with me all the way from Canada. I also help channels. Well, this is what we do, Lady Crochet. This is what I like about the crochet. I love about the crochet community is that we as a community, and we're talking crocheters here, maybe knitters, achu, maybe even them, I'm not sure. But us crocheters, we support other channels. We like to encourage other people. We put them all up on pedestals because at the end of the day, we know the amount of work that goes into creating. We know the amount of work that goes into designing. Oh my gosh, the amount of hours I spend designing is like astronomical, yeah? And we know the amount of hours, and if you're anything like me, that go into recording and editing is just, I've never edited in my life. I started editing when YouTube came out and I thought, what is that? Why does it take 10 hours to edit 15 minutes? What's going on? And it's like, what is that? And I used to get so frustrated. Even now I get a little bit, but not as much because the editing, I'm getting faster at it. Sometimes I miss a few things. Sometimes I cut the wrong thing out and then I rewatch the video and think, oh, do I delete it now? I'm pretty sure I cut out something that was important. So we like to put all of our crocheters and crafters up on that little pedestal because at the end of the day, the hours, it doesn't pay enough. It really doesn't. We just don't get paid for it, yeah? Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it very much. Yes, everyone go out and subscribe. I love it. Do I get a second one, Middle? If you want to shout out, darling, I'm happy to do it. I don't have a problem with that. Yep, I don't. Not at all. I've got shout outs all here. I'm going to put a little word, shout outs. But I have to check, well, yours I know, Middle, so that's all right. I have to check everybody else's channel if I don't know who they are, because I want to make sure they are who they say they are. Tina, hello, Tina. Are you new here? If you are, welcome. If you're not, well, I'm sorry that I've forgotten. But Tina, welcome, welcome, welcome. Laurie's Stories and Crochet just subscribed to you as well. That's great. Making tutorials is a labor of love. Thank you, Manuela. Thank you so much, hun. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. Sorry, just had a call. That's all right, Ash. No, we have chatted before. Oh, have we, Tina? I'm sorry, darling. I do forget. Claptrap, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for such a long time. You're at work, so you're lurking while you can. Well, that's great. You've picked the right day to come on, actually, because I'm about to do some flashing. I mean showing of projects. That's what I mean. That's okay. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Tina. And you know, I was just saying to the rest of our subscribers here that it takes a lot of work to get these tutorials up for you guys. And I love to do it. It's a big passion, the crochet. So it is a labor of love. It is. And I get even family say to me, do you get paid enough for this? And I said, no. So what are you doing about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, it is. It is. It is. Water time, says Fluff. Did I shout in the camera? I'm sorry. Cheers. Can you hear this? I don't know if you can hear it. What? I wonder what that is. And I just subscribed to yours. It's wonderful. Yes, it's really hard job. I made several tutorials, but ouch. My look, it is. It's a lot of work. And I think it depends. I actually have an editing package and I thought it would make life easier. Well, there's so much that I miss. And if you rush the editing, sometimes it lags. So it's cutting and deleting and adding. And you think it hasn't cut, so you cut it and you've cut another piece out. But you have to go back and think, where's that missing? That's gone. What happened to that patch? So you have to go back and rewatch a whole set of videos to find that little patch and then add it back in. So there's a lot involved that you think everything's fine, and then right at the end you rewatch it and think, what is that? That's not what I did. What is that? All right, so moving right along. Gina, hi Gina, lovely to have you here. It's good. I haven't seen you for a while either. Everyone's getting in the house today. That's wonderful. Okay, so everyone's in the house now. Kiki's not going to be on, but I'm still going to show this project anyway. I would like everyone to know that I haven't forgotten about Kiki's colour combination that she chose a week and a half ago. And the reason I'm showing you this is because it's our one and only Easter project at the moment. So I don't know if I'll be doing another one. I'm getting in a little earlier, only because they were such Easter colours. I thought I would use them as an Easter project. And let's just move this down. In the beginning, when I started making a tutorial, instead of hitting the pause button, I hit stop. And you know what, lady? You make the whole project, you finish, you go to hit stop, and you think, why is it stopped? And you go and check 7 minutes. I'm sure I've been crocheting for 25. And you have to start again, or you have to, which I've done it before, where I've added a piece later saying, look, I messed up the recording. Here's 10 minutes of what I think it looked like. It's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, lots of things happen. Beautiful green butterfly, you've come in just the right time. What a time. Cheers. Just sub to you. Yes. Everybody's subbing to everyone. Lovely to see that happen. The best part about coming on to our lives and everybody else's lives is that your name is out there and people will head over to you and they will subscribe. So it helps you out as much as it helps me out. So everybody wins in crochet. That's what I say. In our crafting community, everybody wins. So getting back to the Easter project, which I wasn't going to do this week, but because these colours that Kiki chose were very Easter looking, I thought, let's do it. I hope you like it. I love your lives because you're so much fun. Laurie, yeah, sometimes I'm fun, sometimes I'm naughty, but I'm always good. Did you like that? The odds don't work there, do they? I'm always the good one. It's you guys who play up all the time. Are you ready for the Easter project? Get excited. It's so cute. Ta-da! And someone's been, hello. There's a little someone inside. And I made this as a little Easter gift, if you will, crochet. But it's only sticking out here because the Easter bunny's little bottom is sticking there. So let's have a look at what's in there. You've got your little Easter bunny. That's the guy making all the noise. And then you've got this guy right here. So it's got plenty of room. And then you've got like 100, well, not 100, but a gazillion of these little eggs in there as well. So there's plenty of room in this bag. That's our one and only Easter project this year. It's made with hexagons, and it's made with the sunburst, if you want to call it that, or not really. It's just made with the, yeah, I don't know, a hexagon. I don't know what to call it, a sunburst hexagon, if you will. Now, I did mention in the tutorial that if you wanted a larger bag, we could make a large bag in the future using a different type of hexagon. And we could do that in the future. But for Easter, for now, this is what I have created for Easter. And these were Kiki's colour combinations. And I couldn't help it. I wasn't going to do this for Kiki's colour combination. But all I could think of is I really wanted to make an Easter bag with using hexagons, and Kiki's colours just look very Easterish to me. Can I use the word Easterish? Is that a word? Oh, can I use it? Check it out. It's so little and cute. And you know what? If you used thicker yarn, larger hooks, doubled the yarn, real big hook, you can make a nice big hexagon bag. But again, we're going to make a large hexagon bag on the channel eventually using a different type of hexagon. So I just thought I'd make that one for those colors because they're beautiful for Easter. I think the orange, the yellow, the cream, and I think part of the tutorial I made it in white. And then I had to redo because there wasn't enough white left. I had to redo all my squares. let's try hexagons. They're not squares. I had to redo all my hexagons again. Not all of them, just the last 6 of them. So one of them I did in white. The other ones I did in cream. So I had to redo one again. It's okay. It was my problem, which is probably why it took me longer to get sorted out. But there you go. And moving right along. Green Butterfly says green, purple, pink. Green, purple, pink. What are we talking about? Green? Talk to me, hun. Good girl, Mary. Thank you, Fluffs. Anyway, so that's coming up. And the reason I'm showing you this is because that is recorded and edited. But get this. It's an hour and 20 minutes. And I do not want to upload an hour and 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is work on the editing. Again, here we go with the editing. It's already edited. Everything's done. But it is a long video. So either I chop it down to 20 minutes of how to make the hexagon, and then I say to you, head off on your own and make another 6 more, whatever. Maybe I'll chop it there and leave that as a part 1. And we're not in a hurry to get the Easter project done. The little bag colours. Yeah, you can use other colours, green. And another thing is, you could use something like this as a Christmas gift as well. Changing your colours and making a Christmas gift for your young one, or even for your family or your friends or whoever it is you want to give it to. It could be a Christmas gift as well. And pop in whatever you like, yeah? But the video does go a long time. So the deal was to chop that a little bit, which would mean I was going to upload it today, which would mean just doing a little voiceover and saying, right, head off on your own, meet me back here in a couple of days' time, and we will complete the bag. We might do it that way. I just find an hour and 20 minutes is completely and utterly ridiculous. I think, in my opinion, it is ridiculous for a small bag. But what I like to do, and this is to our new crocheters as well, I like to be extremely thorough. I don't just say, do 2 stitches here and do the rest. I do that if it's the same stitch all the way through. But when there's things like sewing those little hexagons together, instead of saying, sew them around here and I'll meet you back here in a moment, I show you the first 1 or 2. I can't remember how many I showed. It was such a long time ago. So what I've been doing, as you know, is recording daily for the past week and a half. I would have been recording a lot quicker if I didn't have an injury, but it happens and there's nothing I can do about that. That's life, yeah? Happens. To the best of us. Sometimes the worst of us. Like me. All right, you've made love the colours. Thank you very much, Wendy. I had someone ask me for a custom order, but no info yet. Don't do it unless you make sure you get something up front, middle, yeah. You've made several bags, have you, lady? That's great. That's wonderful. That's marvellous. That's sweet. How many nice words are there? Also, I have 2 patterns I have yet to write, still searching for them. Yes. Little bag colours. Yes, green says different colours you can use. Absolutely. We're getting March blanket session tomorrow. Yes, we are. It is, the tutorial has been recorded and it is edited and ready to go. I do have to rewatch it and then transfer it to the computer. It's called exporting to the computer, and then it's ready to go. But I still say it definitely be up tomorrow. It's done. I wanted to come in and show you today. I wanted to show you, but I don't want to. I don't want to give it away until tomorrow, and then you'll see it on Saturday's live. That's what I do. Gina says, I love your videos. I hope you're talking to me, but that's all right. Oh, I call my daughter and she is my editor. I call my daughter and she is my editor. That's nice. That's great. That's wonderful. You're lucky. I love your videos. Thank you, Gina. If you're talking about someone else, that's great too. Nothing wrong with that. All I know is the person wants scrubbies. Okay, it's not too bad. You can get away with creating those. I'm making 2 small cats for commission with yarn I already have, but I have done orders for this person before. They always pay me extra. That's great, Laurie. Make sure you get paid. Yes. Green, I hope you are not in that situation as well. Okay, I hope everyone is safe on your side of town as well. Carla says, like, beautiful Carla, even said it in English. What a beautiful Carla she is. Can't wait for the next blanket tutorial. Okay, you mean the next part of the blanket? That's definitely tomorrow. Definitely. Yep. I'm talking about you, Mary. Oh, thanks, Gina. Oh, thanks, honey. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, big cyber hug. Yep, always be sure you'll get paid. Absolutely, Laurie. Currently working on my textured granny blanket I created. Also have a tutorial for it as well. Lady will check them out. Definitely will check them out. Now, probably won't be tomorrow. Might even be tonight. You never know. Or it might not be till the weekend. Just depends on the time I have. I do have a lot of these items in the editing package to go. So that's one thing. The other thing, I'm not going to show you, but I'll just show you a sneak peek. The St. Patrick's Day project. When I talk about the colours, which are the green, the orange, the black, the yellow, that's it. Oh, hang on, you haven't seen the yellow. Let me try the yellow. That's it. It's not a blanket. It's not a blanket. I keep telling everyone. But it's quite a big project. I didn't think it was that big until I started creating. But there you go. You're working on a shamrock table runner. Oh, how nice. Nice, Gina. Daphne. Hi, Daphne. Yes. Well, we've been doing a lot of, every year we do something gorgeous for St. Paddy's Day. I usually base it around coasters or mug cozies or ties or I'm trying to think of what we've done. Shamrocky kind of things. Usually I do that. This year I decided to change it up a little bit and make a wearable. That's all I'm saying. And it was supposed to have been a quick and easy wearable, but it's taken me so long. Maybe it's because of my finger. I don't know. And lady says, nice yarn behind you. Love it. Okay, well, that's not in order, so don't judge me on it. I'm starting to log all my yarn and pop them in order. Once I get them in order, it won't be so messy looking like that. I'm hoping to neaten all this up and make it look real pretty. What I am doing first is I'm collecting all the bibs and bobs and I'm weaving. Let's try that again. And I'm yarn winding it up. I found my old yarn winder, which is really big. I've got it on the table now, so I can't take it undone to show you. But it's a really big one, and it winds up these 200-gram skeins. What? And it also, I've got the small yarn winder to wind up the small pieces of leftover sweater pieces or anything like that. So there's lots of leftover yarn everywhere. I'm winding them all up and I'm bagging them because, like I said, when I tried to make a project a few years ago, I was looking for a colour. I knew I had the dye lot somewhere. I couldn't find it. Waited 2 weeks, threw the house upside down to find it. Ended up purchasing one that was total different dye lot on purpose because I was desperate to finish the project for the channel. And lo and behold, 3 weeks later, I find it in a tub. Just the right label too. So I was really annoyed. And it was our patchwork sweater. You would have seen it on the channel here many times before. I wear it a lot. I wear it a lot at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in July. You would have seen it around. So it's getting used at least. But the dye lot for the ribbing at the base is different to the dye lots for the ribbing on the wrist and the neck edge. So I'm a little bit annoyed that I've messed up that. I had the skein, I knew I had it, but it wasn't in with the project. So labeling everything, if I had it labeled, I could have gone on to Ravelry because I use Ravelry a lot, typed in red, all of my red Bendigos would come up. It'll say shelf 2 or tub 10 in the garage. Or something, you know what I mean? It would have said where it was and I'd go straight there, pull it out, grab it, and we're done. And I wouldn't have to worry about losing all those hours that I lost searching for this project. And then I had to order another one. The only bonus was the lady who sent it to me gave it to me as a gift. And I said to her, look, I'm happy to pay. She says, no, don't worry about it. Just pay it forward. So a few months later, notification came up on Bendigo Wool and Mill's website, their Facebook page. Someone needed it. I posted a different colour out to them and I did the same thing for them. So I paid it forward, and that's another thing we crocheters do. We do that a lot. All right. Lady says never. Okay. Sherry says, hello. Hi, Sherry. I didn't even realize you'd come in. Hello. I do that too, always winding up my yarn. Yes, that's a good thing to do. I'm working on a shawl and the vest is still on hold. I know, I will send you that message back. I think if it's the message you're talking about, Middle, I don't think you need to purchase another one. Let me recheck it. You shouldn't need to purchase another one. You might need to cut it if you have to use it for something else, but I wouldn't go out and purchase another one. But let me check that message again, because it was something to do with cutting the thread because you were using it on two fronts or something. Is that right? But just leave it with me and let me check it again. But at this stage, I don't think you need to purchase another one. You're wasting time waiting for me to respond to that sort of a message, where you can just do one of the fronts, get it done, and then move on to the next one. I hope that helped. I should have said that in the first place. But I will check that message because I'm not sure if I read it right. Yeah. I will miss your shows. Your birthday. Will you be back by then? Plus Yvonne's stitch antics. Yes. Stop getting calls. Oh, sorry, getting calls. That's all right. That's fine. Cheers, everyone. Let's have a drink. The St. Paddy's Day project has two little things to finish, and they are little. They're very small. Most of it's done. The last thing is to finish off one section and then do a little tiny border, and it's done. So it's really done, but it's hours and hours and hours of recording. So I've got to cut, and I don't know. I think I've gone up to about part three so far on the editing package. Parts 1 and 2 are already edited, and I still have all this recording left. So I'm thinking it's going straight into part 3, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot, but it kind of is. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I posted a picture of Yvonne's stitch antics. I hope to be back. Oh, this doesn't stay on the screen long enough. On lives way before the 29th. That's great. My lives are hopefully only going to be postponed this week only. Okay. Well, look, we have these situations. I know even with me, there's an occasion where I may have to cancel a live on the odd occasion. Fingers crossed, I don't have to cancel anymore for a while. I did cancel one on a Saturday. That was a few weeks back. So there are occasions that I do cancel lives. It happens. But just keep working, you know. If you have to cancel a live, just keep pushing along. How's the building slowed down at all, Mary? How's the building slow? No fluffs. Today, I was recording. That was hilarious. I was recording something today, and every time I said something, the sounder would go zzz, so I'd pause. And I'd say, okay, so what I want you to do is zzz, and I'm pulling a face, right? And then 5 seconds later, you need to do 2 stitches here. Zzz, and then I'm thinking, so I pause and wait again, no noise, start again, and then they start shouting at each other. God knows what they were shouting about, right? Yelling at each other. And I'm thinking, I am trying to work here. And no, the building has not slowed down. And the worst part is their trucks are parked all along the street. So getting in and out of our driveway is always a drama. Today, I couldn't turn left into my street. 2 weeks ago was the same. Couldn't turn left. Had to turn right, go all the way around, and then turn left. It didn't make sense, but they are just... And one day, they just had their trucks in the middle of the road. Nobody can come in or out. It was chaos. And like, I understand they're building 2 units on the block. I get it. But this has been going on for how long? I think I've lost a good year, between 6 months to a year worth of work. Really. Bibs and bobs here and there, you know. And it's driving me batty. It's made me nuts. I've gone crazy with it. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Green. I hope you're staying safe where you are. Yeah, so we've had the builders there, and they've just been driving me nuts. You should be getting paid for this. It's ridiculous. I know. I should send them a bill. This is what I'm charging you. This is what I'm charging you for my time. And I remember once we did complain once because they were working, which was fine. And then some young fellas came in and they had their music blaring, and you could hear boom, boom, boom. And I'm trying to record here. They don't know what I do here. But I went and told them. I said, look, we were together, all of us. I wasn't on my own. And I said, look, we work from home. We can't have that noise. We work from home. This is my job here. Yeah. And he goes, oh, sorry about that. The next day was no music. But for a while there was music. And there was a few other noises. I don't even want to get into them all because they're ridiculous noises. But this just went on non-stop for, I think, between last January all the way into now. That's how long it's been. On and off. On and off. There are days where I don't hear anything. And if I'm out doing things, I'm thinking, oh, I wish I was home recording today. And they even work on the weekends a lot too. So they're noisy on the weekend. Having said that, this room here doesn't get all the noise. Does get some noise from the main road, but it's very mild and you can't hear it, which is good. So it doesn't get a lot of noise here, but I can't record in this room. I only get this room every second or so week. And the recording in here doesn't work. The lighting is bad. So I can't use this room. I can only use a room right next to the window where they're building. Don't you love it? How much longer do you think this will go on? I don't know. I know there's no cement being put down yet. So they're going to have their cement trucks come in. And that's just, when I say cement, I mean the garden. Some people just put cement. Some people put lawn. I don't know what they're doing. I know that they've had trucks here turning up the soil on and off for 3 weeks. On and off, every second or third day. And what are they doing with that soil? What are they looking for? The properties are being built. They are still working on the inside of the property, the actual house itself, maybe the electricians, I don't know. And it doesn't affect me too much. So you hear the sanding a little bit and the drilling, but it's very minor. And I pop some music over the video and you can't hear it as much. So that's okay. It's when they bring their tractors in. And this tractor comes in and he just goes up and down, turns the soil and goes out, comes back the next day. I'm thinking, how much soil can you be turning? The properties are built. Stop turning the soil. Put the grass in now. Let's go already. I'm such a whinger, aren't I? Nag, nag, nag. She's a nagger. That's why I love country living. Oh, Wendy, I could move to the country anytime. Carla says, lol. Thanks, Carla. Thank you, Carla. But it's, look, there's nothing we can do about it. And the worst part is, get this, the house across the street, hopefully that doesn't affect us because our driveway is way back, may be up for sale soon. And it's got all this property at the back. Guarantee you builders will buy it. Subdue, I'm not sure what you mean there. So guarantee you builders will buy it. But again, that's on the outside of the street, so it doesn't affect us as much. Not really. All right, so moving right along again, one more time for the newbies who've just rocked up today. This is our next Live Antics project, colour combination by the lovely Kiki. It is going to be our Easter project, and as you can see, I've already filled it up with the yummies. That will either be later tonight or probably Friday morning, because at the end of the day, tomorrow I want the blanket to go up. Step 3 of the blanket, so that's very exciting. This is a little hexagon bag, but like I said to our subscribers earlier in the live, we will be making a larger hexagon bag in the future with a different type of hexagon. So keep that in mind, guys. That's just something that is a Live Antics project for the colours that Kiki chose. And I just thought it looked beautiful for Easter. So why not create that for Easter? And then we're kind of done for Easter if you think about it. St. Paddy's Day project should have gone up first, but I'm running late with that and it is coming. I promise. I have that too when I'm recording. I have right next to a school the noise sometimes. You're near a school. Oh gosh, I wouldn't be able to cope. Not mentally, not physically, nothing. I wouldn't be able to cope. Everyone's saying hello to the beautiful Carla. We love Carla. You know why we love Carla? She speaks another language. She gets on and she doesn't speak our language but still tries every live to talk to us. And I give her credit. I really do. And I love that about people from overseas, our locals as well, our Melburnians as well. I've got a lot of Melburnians come on as well. People from Melbourne, Victoria, people from interstate here in Australia. We've got a lot of people here as well. We've got some from New Zealand, and then we've got them from all over the world, which I love. And I just think Carla is so cute when she tries her best to talk to us. And I'm having connection issues right now. Can anyone see it? It's kind of spinning a little bit. Yeah, including the corner, says Sherry. Yes. Water time. Let's have a drink. Maybe it'll sort the connection issues out. Probably not. But anyway, cheers. The corner is the very best place. I know, right, Loz? The corner is the best place to be. And eventually you will see these items here will be shifted down and the fancy yarn will be shifted up because we are getting close to July. I'm already booked to go to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. So I have already booked my hotel there. So I'm roaring and ready to go to that show. Now it's a matter of saving the pennies to go, as you do. And also, remember last year I was there literally for that, I think it was like the first day, and I left early because I was feeling a little bit tired, I thought. And then next morning, I was so sick for a day and a half, and I didn't get to go. So I was in the hotel room like this for a day and a half. Had I just had some medication, I could have just taken that, but nobody would go and get me some. Anyway, that's how it works. That's life, hey? Okay, I should have left my bedroom door open as I have the heat on in my room. Okay, well, I've got the air conditioner on in here. Nifty! Hi, Nifty! Lovely to have you here, hun. Lovely to have you here. Laurie's Stories. Oh, yes, that's nice. See, we talk to each other on our channel, don't we? We struggle, but we do talk, don't we, Carla? All right, so yes, we do have our St. Paddy's Day project going up on either Friday or Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to say that because we've got the Easter bag going up, so I don't know. If you guys want the St. Paddy's Day project to go up first, please let me know and I'll get part 1 up on Friday. I would like to get part 1 up on Friday, to be fair, but we'll see. We will see. Please let me know because it's up to you guys. I've got them all sitting in the editing package there. Yeah, girl, we do, Mary. Isn't that right, Sherry? So I've got them all sitting there. If you want the St. Paddy's Day project up first, please let me know. Is that what you're saying yes to, Sherry? Is that what you're saying yes to? Sherry Cathy, Sherry Cathy. You didn't think I remembered, did you? I remember. I don't always remember. So to those newbies here on today, please don't yell at me if I forget your name next time. You'll make me cry, and I'll cry in the corner. Suck my thumb and rock from side to side. No, I wouldn't. I'd just sit in the corner and crochet, as you do. All right, as I do. I don't know if anybody else does. Yes, it's St. Paddy. I'm really Kathy. Oh, yeah, but you told me Kathy last time. Stop stressing me out now. All right, so okay, all right. So let's see. What say, I'm trying to work around this. I get part 1 of the hexagon bag up either tonight or tomorrow after, I'm trying to work this out, after the blanket. And then get part 1 of the St. Paddy's Day project up on Friday. I would like to get that one up on Friday because you're going to need a weekend to create part of it before you can move on to part 2. It's quite a big part of it too. So you're going to need the weekend to create. It's not your average green. It's not your St. Paddy's Day green. It's a darker green. It has the orange, the black, the yellow, gnome colours, if you will. Let me have another little... Wait. Oh, no. That's it. That's all it is. But I thought it was going to be a quick project. You know when you picture something and you think, oh, it's so simple. So simple. It is simple. It just takes a long time. Now, me sitting in front of the television doesn't help. I'm like this, it just took too long because I was playing with my funny videos and, well, I had funny videos on. I had a sore finger. She's a big baby, isn't she? So sitting in front of the idiot box and crocheting while watching funny videos. That's what I do, funny films and, comedies. I watch my comedies. They make me feel better when I'm not well. Laughter's the best medicine. So they say. I don't know if it worked. To be fair, the finger did heal very quickly, so I give it credit. Had I broken a bone, because when I knocked it, the finger turned in. Rather than backwards, it turned in, and there was kind of like a little mark there, but that was nothing. It wasn't cut or anything, it was just a mark for a while. And then the doctor thought it was broken, but it wasn't. So I was very lucky that it wasn't. There was nothing broken inside. All my crochet days would have been over for about 6 months. So I have been off probably 3 or 4 weeks worth of not being able to crochet. The first week I couldn't crochet at all. Couldn't hold the hook, couldn't do anything. I was so stressed. I'm going to do a funny video on it just for fun. I really think I should. I really think I should do a funny video, because after a while I started going nuts. I could feel myself losing the plot. Really losing it. But anyway, funny video would be funny. Mary, you're looking good tonight. Thanks, Kathy. Skippy's in the house. Wendy says, I'll catch up with it all next week. Got a huge Labor Day line dancing weekend. Oh, that's another thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Crochet keeps us sane. That is correct. Now, this Monday coming is a public holiday for Melbourne, for Australia in general. Having said that, no, I think it's just Melbourne. Well, I can't remember. But it's a public holiday. And ordinarily, I would not be able to upload a video, but I have videos ready, and I think I would like to get one up Monday morning, fairly early. I'll be awake early here by myself. Everybody else will, they'll wake up when they want to. But I'm pretty much always early. So for the first hour or so, I usually like, on a public holiday, I like to do a little bit of reading, which I haven't done for quite some time. And I like to do a little bit of things that I've missed out on. Usually I do them on public holidays, yeah? Adelaide too, is it Fluffs? Just Melbourne Labor Day. Okay, well, Raylene, it looks like Adelaide too. So there you go. I thought it was just Melbourne, but there you go. How about that? And so I will be uploading something on Monday for the simple fact that we need to catch up with our St. Paddy's Day project, because it's a big project, yeah? And what's going to happen is part 1 of that project will be, it's not extremely big. It's just, for me, it took a long time, and I think it's because I had to work things out and not just create. I think that's what it was. Kind of had to marry things up. I enjoy a cuppa or two in the morning and YouTube. That's great. So what I'm going to do on Monday, Friday, you'll get part 1 of St. Paddy's Day project. Whether this Easter bag goes up or not, you will get part 1 of the St. Paddy's Day project this Friday. Okay? For the simple fact that you need time to get it done for St. Patrick's Day. And on Monday, you'll get part 2 of it. On Tuesday, if by any chance, no, on Tuesday, you'll get the Easter bag complete. And then on Thursday, next week, not tomorrow, we will have the St. Paddy's Day project complete. I hope. Well, I will. I'm not sure how you will. So we'll see how we go. If by any chance you get it complete and you want it done quicker, please let me know, because I have everything done. All I need to do is upload it, and I'm happy to upload 2 in the one day if you're in a hurry. I'd rather not. I'd rather hold it out till the next day. Confuses YouTube a little bit. Confuses me, because I manage how many videos I upload a week. But that doesn't mean anything. If I manage to cut those 3 videos down to 2, we can have 2, and that'll be done in 2 days. So yes, Labor Day, that's right. It was Moomba, yes. Adelaide Cup Day is this Monday. What's Melbourne's? Melbourne's is Moomba. And Moomba in 2011, I was actually in Moomba in 2011. I did with my daughter, and we did it, I can't remember the name of the company now. Oh my gosh, I've had a mental blank. We crocheted around these little kind of buggy looking things that the bikes, you ride a bike and it's got like a little buggy thing in front. We crocheted around them, and we crocheted all our dresses that we were wearing as well. So Frances made 3 dresses. My daughter made 3 dresses. I made the other 3. No, my daughter made 2 dresses. I made 3 dresses. 1 for me, 1 for another lady and one for another lady for the show, and we walked in Moomba with crocheted outfits on a very hot day. Having said that, they were made of cotton, and mine was not finished. So at the last minute, I just put a few chains across here, and it was all open. The last minute, but I finished everybody else's. I finished the other ladies, and the other lady I made it for, she was a performing arts teacher, so she was very good at acting, if you will, and she was very attractive as well, and she had the perfect body. So the whole thing was just beautiful. She had her pink makeup done everywhere. It was all very pink, little sparkles everywhere. She looked stunning. She really did. And we were walking in Moomba during that year, 2011. What are we on now? 25. That was a long time ago. Oh my gosh. And I was only 29 then. And I'm still only 29. Oh, what? So there you go. Everyone enjoy your long weekend. Oh, thanks, Fluffs. Are you going, hun? You're not going, are you? Well, we're going to go soon too. No, we're not. I'm not in a hurry. I could though. But there you go. So that's a little trivia there. I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys photos in a video. Pretty sure I have. If I haven't, I'll have to do another video, why not? Flash the photos everywhere. But we did do a lot of work that year. That was 6 months, day and night. No lie. Day and night of non-stop crocheting. My hand was like this. At the end of the 6 months, it was finished. It was like, it just did not work. It was a lot of work until the very last minute, the night before. I was up to all hours of the night trying to finish my dress. I finished everybody else's gear, but I didn't get my outfit finished. And so I sat there and looked at it for an hour and thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I walked away, made dinner, came back. I thought, oh my gosh, I was real stressed because I didn't know how I wasn't going to make it. And we had to be at Moomba in the morning, certain time. So I thought, forget it. I'm going to put chains along here and attach it to the back. Chains there. And I had it all open down there. And it was just made of love hearts, patches everywhere. So I just sort of stitched things everywhere and made this fancy weird thing out of it and just popped it on some pink leggings. Done. And that's what happens when you think about things last minute. Over here too, Mary, yes. No, says Fluffy, yes. Nifty says 43, yes. Over there too, Yvonne, yes. Okay, good. It's public holiday everywhere. That's great, great. So Monday, public holiday, do like to do other things than crochet. Having said that, I'm happy to upload one of the tutorials for Monday because we will have one ready. Fluffy says, Middle says, Fluffy, have an idea for still doing stitch antics, Okay, that's great. You're working all the time. Your mind is working all the time, Middle. And that is what happens when you have a channel. When you have a YouTube channel. When I'm out and about shopping, buying things, groceries, meat, fruit and veg, let's talk about crochet. Meat, talk about crochet. Your mind is working all the time. So Western Australia too. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, when you've got a channel, your mind works all the time. To be fair, I don't talk about it as much when I'm out now because I think I do need a break sometimes. And but you know, I used to in the old days. I'd say, "Oh, I'm a crocheter on channel," blah, blah, blah. And people would say, "Oh my lord!" No, they wouldn't. Cheers. They'd say, "Who cares?" Who cares? Cheers. Done with that guy. All right. And, I just spilt some on me. It's only water. It's all right. It'll dry up. Lucky it landed on me. Usually it lands on the book. And I've spilt it. Hello. She's made a big mess. Shh, don't tell them. They won't even know. If you don't say anything, Mary, stop talking. Okay, so moving right along. Let's talk about what's happening for the rest of the week. Now, like I said, I'm a little bit, things are all up in the air because I don't know whether to put the bag up or St. Paddy's Day up. I'm thinking the St. Paddy's Day project part 1 would be great to go up on Friday. And that gives you ample time on the weekend or even Monday of next week to complete part 1 of it. And then Tuesday, we'll try and get part 2 up. It's like when you have a newborn constantly talking about the baby. Yep, and I know a lot of people are so sick of me talking about my baby. The crochet channel, that is, not my baby. I don't have a baby. My babies are, that big. They're no longer babies. I'm back. Water time. Oh, you're back. Cheers. We just finished drinking, but anyway. I am starting a new skein of yarn. The colour is butter. Oh, joy. Oh, would you look at that? Butter. Very interesting colour. Very interesting colour. I actually have an interesting pattern coming up soon. It's a very interesting pattern. One that I've been playing with for a long time. The butter kind of reminded me of it. Not that it's made of butter. Not that that's the colour either. I don't know why. I think I was playing with a yellow or something or a golden colour the other day, and I was practicing that stitch, and I thought, that's a nice little stitch. Oh, would you look at that? No, so I was thinking of popping that on the channel, but I haven't thought about it yet. And it'll be something that will, be a long way away, but it has something. I don't know why butter brought that to my head. What stitch were you practicing? I'm not telling you, Nifty. It's not exactly the stitch that I was practicing. It's the design of the project. Sorry if I missed you saying it. No, you didn't miss it, darling. It's more the design of the project. It's an unusual design, and I don't know whether it's been put up on YouTube before. I don't know. If it hasn't, I'll just make it a paid pattern first and then put it up on YouTube, because it came to my mind when I've been looking at other ones very similar. And I thought, oh, no, I've never, ever done anything with that. So I'm going to work on that and bring it back out when I get a chance. I'm going to do it. In the meantime, I got so sidetracked. But I'm glad you're working on, what was it that you're working on? Nifty, you're working on you started a new skein yarn colour. What are you working on, Nifty? Hun? Or are you like me and you don't want to say? Just like Mary, she doesn't want to say. She doesn't want to give away anything. So what is everyone working on while we're on our live? What are they crocheting? What are we crocheting? Not they. What are we crocheting? I know what I'm doing. I'm relaxing. Hands behind the head, feet up in the air. No, I'm resting here, just talking away to you guys. This is my break away from crochet. I'm working on a queen size throw blanket, 60 by 80 inches. Huge, massive blanket. You are so fun. You crack me up. I know, right? Thanks, Nifty. Try telling other people that. Beanies for charity. Oh, Raylene, you're such a sweetheart. You really are. And lady says, one time I was looking for a tutorial for a modern hexie cardigan. Nothing to be found, so I made one myself. Oh, well, I've got one on the channel somewhere. I've got two. No, I've got one, but I give you an option to make it larger or smaller if you wanted to. Longer or bigger, not larger or smaller. Longer or bigger, longer or shorter. Mine was short, but I do give an option to make it longer. I have a shawl I'm working on, but not while we're live. No. You don't want to mess that up. You need to focus on things like that, yeah? Fluffy says, I'm making leaves for a blanket. So cute. Leaves, huh? Daphne says, mosaic squares for a blanket. Gorgeous. Everybody's doing stuff for their blankets. Yvonne says, bye, guys. See you all on Saturday. Saturday, you will have two things to see Saturday. You will have the St. Paddy's Day project I will be showing on Saturdays live. You will also have the 12-step transition blanket, step number 3. You'll be able to see that on Saturdays live as well, because it's coming out tomorrow. Surely we'll be checking out your tutorials. We'll be checking them out. We've got a lot. Lady, I've been crocheting on YouTube now for 7 or 8 years. 7 or 8, not 78 years. 7 or 8 years. I'm only 29 after all that anyway. I can't even say that anymore without laughing. I really can't. So yes, between 7 or 8 years, and we have got so many videos. It's not even half funny. I remember when I hurt my finger, I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll do a top 10 video of certain things that we've created on the channel. And it'll be easy. No, it wasn't. I had to go through all of my list to find that top 10. And I thought, we couldn't have made this much. And we did. So there you go. Tina says, I'm making a summer top down with Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton. Oh, Tina, we're making one of those. But I'm glad you are. That's great. I love a summer top down. Flick it right over your head. Arms in, easy. Perfect. I love a summer top down. Nice, quick and easy. Not if it's the thin cotton, then it takes a long time. I'm doing multiple colours too, says Nifty. That's lovely. Yvonne's headed off. Laurie says I crocheted a queen size, it's gone too fast. Blanket, it was 90 inches by 110. I'm making a C2C sports themed baby blanket, but I found out I'm late and the baby was born on Friday. That's all right. Take your time. Baby's not going to know when you gave it to baby. You're not going to walk into the hospital and say, the baby's going to say, where is my blanket? You promised when I was born. It's not going to know. Baby's not going to know. Just give it to him when you're ready. Sounds nice, Laurie's Stories. Yes. And yes, so baby's not going to know. I've done it before. And what I do tend to do for family, not so much for everyone, and I quiver when I think about it, I do graphgans for them. So I make them a picture of what the parent likes, whether the parent likes. Like the last one I made was about the Lakers game, the Lakers basketball game. The Lakers basketball team, I don't know anything about basketball, and especially from overseas, I don't know anyway. But both the couple liked the Lakers basketball. They wanted me to make a Lakers basketball thingy, which I did. And right at the very end, I popped the little one's name along the side as well. All in graphgan, no C2C, single crochet. Took forever. Forever, but there you go. Yep, it's a graphgan C2C that I designed. That's great. And I designed the single crochet one as well. I think with the Lakers game, to be fair, I found a soccer ball and I changed that to a basketball. And I think I found the koala and changed it a little bit and popped the soccer ball there, and I put his name along the sides, and the koala was holding the soccer ball, and it was just cute. Yeah. And all in single crochet. So it took forever. The last one I did was, there was a few. I can't remember now. There were so many I've done. I would need to have to look through them all. But I only ever do the graphganning for family. I don't do it for anyone. I don't like it. I'm currently working on a graphgan for myself, but not a picture. So there you go. Very interesting, yeah? I'm going to be very busy with all your beautiful tutorials. Love it. That's great. Love to keep you busy, Manuela. Love it. We love keeping people busy. We love it. Single crochet is brutal. I know, right? I made a large throw for my son-in-law with a video game logo on it, and does it not take forever? And the colour change on single crochet, up, down, cross, over, this one, up there, that goes up there. And sometimes you need one green here and one green way over there on the next row, and that's it. So what do you want to do? Do you want to cut and then add another one? Or can you kind of weave that in through the back by splitting stitches? It's going to be noticeable. So you kind of have to literally cut and have a little piece of green hanging off and then weave that in. Oh, it's a lot of work. I dislike graphganning so much. It's not even half funny. I would love to make that type of graphgan. I have only ever done ones that were C2C. Now the single crochet ones, they're very difficult because they come out a little awkward. There's a certain knack of how to change the colour where it all marries up along the sides. And sometimes it doesn't. And I find myself having to sew along some edging with the other colour, just with a cross, like an X, if you will, to cover up the edging because it doesn't always come out neat. I've tried many different versions people have given me, and I thought, I still don't like it. So I have my own versions, and it's all used with a sewing needle at the end. So it's a lot more work for me because I'm a little bit more pedantic. Even from far away you can't tell, but I can tell. So I get a little sewing needle and I sew through that tiny little section there. Even if it's just one little section, the whole blanket's perfect. One little section I'm not happy with, no. And actually the project that I'm creating is for me. I can tell you, I can tell you what it is because it's not a secret, it's not a surprise. It's a cardigan for myself for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, if I make it in time. It is graph ganning at the end of the day. So it is a woolen, wool heavy cardigan. It's only going to be 8 ply, but by the time you're doing single crochet, it's really quite heavy. If I get the time to finish it, if I don't, I will create it and just wear it for myself anyway after the show. And there's no, I don't want to rush to do it, and I don't want to stress to do it, but there's a little bit of graph ganning involved, and you'll see that as well. Maybe do a tutorial. I may end up doing a C2C graph gan. Look, Tina, I've advised myself against doing tutorial. I have done one in the past. Oh, it wasn't really a graph gan tutorial. It was just part of a project, and I did a few. I know what it was. It wasn't really a graph gan. It was the patchwork sweater where we carried up the yarn and we changed to the next color. We just kept carrying it up, and sometimes we moved it over to the next color and we carried that up. So it wasn't really graph ganning, but it was very similar to graph ganning, and it's done exactly the same way. We did that with the sweater and we did it with the beanie. So we did a patchwork beanie and a patchwork sweater. We didn't do patches, squares, and then sew them all together. I literally crocheted across the sweater and changed the colours after each colour. And I think it was 1, 2. Would you like to see the sweater? Let me show you the sweater. I've got it on the mannequin because I use it, and sometimes I just pop it on and then I walk out. And so I leave it on the mannequin when I need it. Mind you, it has been fairly warm these past few months, so we haven't been able to wear it. But what I did with this one, and you can see it now. I'll show you so you can see what I mean. When I was here, I did the ribbing all the way across. I turned. I added the first colour. In fact, I didn't add the first colour. I used the red as the first colour. So it was the same red for the ribbing. I got here. I changed to the grey. I got here. Changed to the pink. Changed to the green. Changed to the bone. Okay. Yeah, bone. And then it stopped there. The other one was the other side, right? The back. Then I did, I think 10 rows, 17 rows. I can't remember 10 rows for my size. Just depends on the size. Each size had a different amount of rows. And I did that all the way across. When I turned, I came back, lifted up the green and changed to the pink, lifted up the pink, changed to the grey, and went all the way across again. And then I did that with all of the colours in the front, and then I had to do the same with the back, and then I had to adjust here as well. So the same with the front was the back. Yes, back was a little different. I used that and I did that wrong there. I made a mistake with mine. Mine was a bit too small. Okay, but that was okay. That was mine. What I did on the channel was not that square. I did this one here on the channel. That one there. Okay, but there you go. And then we did the sleeves as well. Exactly the same. Yeah, exactly the same. Different sizes, of course. The sleeves had to be a little different size because of the sleeve, you know, because of your measurements and everyone's measurements. But there you go. So that's kind of like graph ganning. If you think about graph ganning as going crocheting up and then changing your threads as you go, like, you know, swapping the thread over as you go, it's kind of very much like graph ganning, but not, because you're not changing your thread in every second stitch or third stitch and then changing it on the next row. It's a lot of work to graph gan. I will never do a tutorial on it. Heads up, I would never do it. There are tutorials out there. If you type in graph gan tutorials, you will come across them, but I will never do it. The amount of hours that are involved with doing a graph gan, forget it. Forget it. No money in the world. No money in the world could pay me for that. You love the jumper. Thanks, Tina. We did that last year, probably the year before. I can't remember. But we did that quite some time ago, and that was the project that I said the red here and the red at the base are the same reds, but the neck, no. Yes, they are the same reds. Those two are the same reds, but the neck edge is not the right red, and you can see it. It's a different red to that one there. You can't tell there yet, but you can see that's kind of like a pinkier red, and that's a red, yeah? And that's because of the dye lots. It's because I messed up the dye lot. And now, get this, there are the dye lots. One dye lot belongs to that jumper, and the other two belong to the lady that I purchased it from. Didn't purchase it. She gave it to me for free. So it was very nice of her. But it happens. So make sure when you get your yarn and you bring it home, like this stuff right here. I bought that this week off Bendigo Wool and Mills, past week or so, 2 weeks ago. I've already logged that on Ravelry and labelled it. Already. It's done. So it's there and ready to go. So when I need, if I'm looking up pink, blue, green, whatever, I know, check the pink. I'll look at that pink, third shelf, fourth shelf, da-da-da-da, unit, whatever, da-da-da-da. There it is. Find a bag 1, grab it. And I do bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, bag 5, that kind of thing, all the way through. And so that's what I did with this one here. Whenever I purchase yarn, it's only been new that I've been doing that. I go onto Ravelry, I log the yarn, I say exactly what bag it is, what shelf it's on, what unit it's in, because these are all units, yeah. And so next week when I'm looking for a pink or a blue or a green, I can look through all this stuff if I want to and toss everything upside down and make a mess. Or I can go pink on Ravelry, bang, go to bag 2 or 3, whatever that is. I think it's bag 3 from memory. Go to bag 3, and pink will be there. So I come in here, go to pull bag 3 out, bang, there it is. So it's the best thing I ever did was to go on Ravelry and start doing that. I don't know why I never did it sooner. I wished I had. And slowly, I just grab 2 or 3 skeins off the shelf whenever new yarn comes in. I do it straight away. And then I grab 2 more off the shelf and I do them as well. So, or 3 or 4 more, depending on how full those bags are. Yeah. And I do them at the same time because I think it's going to take me forever to do this. Like, have a look. Look at all that yarn. Yeah. Have a look there. Yeah. That's my jug, by the way. And if I put this up, you may not be able to see. It's going to go crooked. All of the yarn up the top. And there's even yarn down below as well. So there's a lot of yarn. And I have actually started donating it, as from last year, to the elderly citizens home around the corner from me. And also to the 2 primary schools that are local as well. So I've had to be doing some of the donations recently because it's way too much. And it's going to outlive me, even though I'm only 29. Even though I'm only 29. So there you go. All right. Are you heading off? Are you green? We'll see you soon, darling. You take care. Take care. I'm going to have another drink, though. Cheers, everyone. All right. So that's the yarn, really. I didn't really want to talk about the yarn today, but we got stuck on the graph ganning thing, and it's something that does take hours and hours, and I will probably never do it on the channel. Never, 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 never. No, I tell a lie. I did say to everyone that we were going to do letters on the channel, like little squares, occasionally. They are going to come up, but not for a long time. I've got too much on my plate from here until July, so those letters are not coming up for ages. And they're graph ganning. They really are, which is very similar to what I was talking about, what I'm making for myself. So, but I'm not doing squares. Mine's in one piece. Oh, it's very interesting. All right, so moving right along, guys. Now, over this next week, you're going to get the hexagon bag, the little Easter bag that you see right here. You're going to get this, some Paddy's Day projects. You're seeing way too much of that. You're going to get that. That's a very interesting project. I do hope you like it. We've made something similar on the channel, but not the same. Totally different. Well, no, not totally different, but not similar, not the same. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't make any sense there, did I? You're going to get some parts of these. They're all in different parts. And tomorrow you are getting part 3, step 3 of our 12-step transition blanket. Graph make me sad. It's hard. It is very difficult. I do it only if I need to do it for a personal family member, or if I'm doing it for myself. But I refuse to make it for anybody else. If they want to pay me $20,000, they can. Because I'm telling you, there's no money in the world to cover me for graph ganning. Doesn't work. There's nothing. It doesn't cover anything. Even if you get $200 for the project, or $300, even $600, it's not enough. For the hours that you put into graph ganning, focus on if you are crocheting 1 row of different colours. And there have been times that I've had 150 different colours hanging off one row at a time, sometimes 200, depending on how big the blanket is, yeah, and how many colours there are in the blanket. Imagine having to do one row. It'll probably take you 40 minutes for that, 50 minutes, depending on the amount of work there is with it. Even if it's 20 minutes, it doesn't matter per row, right? It's a lot. And if you have to do 300 rows to fit in this big picture, yeah, because it's single crochet, remember, that's small. There's not enough money in the world for it. You couldn't pay me enough. Of course, if you did want to pay me 20,000, fine, that's your problem. Do you like that? Well, that's a different story. I know, right? 20 grand, that's good. Up front, outright, let's go, in hand. Here we go. And that's another thing too. If you don't have the right colours, you have to buy them all from everywhere. And if you're only using 6 grams of that colour, you've got this massive skein, or even a 50-gram ball of skein, or, you know, ball of yarn. It's a lot for this one graph can. It's just, yeah, forget it. We're done. I'm sick of talking about it. I've had enough of graph canning. I'm not even making one. No, I am. No, I'm not. Because it's not a graph gan, really. It's just a little bit of graph ganning. It's a wearable. And it's a little bit of graph ganning. Not a lot of it. A little bit. Not a lot of it. Skippy's in the house. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. I do want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for the St. Paddy's Day project. Very exciting. Your graph gans sound more like a tapestry. It is tapestry, Tina. It's very much tapestry. And that's what it is. And that's what graph ganning is, really. If you think about graph ganning with single crochet, that is tapestry, yeah? All right, so I'm going to head off. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget to join us at 10 a.m. Saturday mornings, Melbourne, Australia time. That's the best one to be on, because that live is all about, oh, Luana, oh, hi. I didn't even know you were on, honey. That's the best one to be on, because that's all about live antics, where the subscriber gets to choose a color combination of the very next tutorial. And this was Kiki's one last Saturday before, and Ashley's one was going to be purple, which I think is the other side of the room there. And we're going to choose a pattern for her particular purple that she has chosen the Saturday that just passed. So I do the project a week and a half in advance, like in the future. So you choose this Saturday, that won't happen until a week and a half after. It gives me a whole week and a half to play with the pattern design, and I'm not rushing to get it out that week. It stresses me out that way. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, do all the wonderful things you do. I will check out. Oh, have you been here all the time, Luana? I'm sorry, honey. Did I miss you? Did I say hello? Oh, so sorry. Hello. I'm tired. I've managed to stay awake. Oh, we're heading off now anyway. Middle. So there you go. My name's Mary. This is Well Crochet Designs. Try to be good. Ciao for now. Bye all. Now, how do we turn this off? Bye.